Hi there, Scott Nicholson here. Welcome to Scott Stuff for Friday, September 12th. Hi there, Scott Nicholson here. Welcome to Scott Stuff for Friday, September 12th. Today I'm going to give you a brief review of a game called Blokus and talk about Giant Blokus. So Blokus is a game that, for me, is my go-to game. If I'm sitting down with three other people, I don't know anything about them, but I want to play a game, this will be the one I pull out. It's a short game. Games usually take less than 20 minutes. It plays adults and kids well together. It's very attractive, but it's a more interesting game than a lot of the traditional games that you might know. The way Blokus works is you have a board that looks like this, and you have pieces that are different combinations of 1 to 5 blocks. When you start the game, you're going to start in one corner and put one of your little blocks on the board. Then everyone will put a piece on the board and you go around. And when your next turn comes, then you put your next piece on the board. And the rule is that it has to touch your previous piece, but only touch it at the corners. So that's a legal play for this next piece. And then next turn I can play off of any of these corners. You cannot play it so that it touches alongside like that. Only playing it so that it touches only on the corners. Now what will happen, if you ever saw the movie Tron, there was that light cycles thing where everyone was weaving in and out of each other until things exploded. Works the same way in this game. People play their blocks around on the board, zooming around the board, and eventually people will get cut off. Now everyone has a number of pieces that are combinations of 1 to 5 blocks, and the goal is to play as many of these as you can. As the game goes on, people will get shut out, there'll be nowhere else for them to play, and they'll be done. So the winner is the person who plays the most of their blocks. That's really all there is to it. Whenever I pull this game out, most people want to play again immediately. It's a really clever little game. Now, one thing that came out a few years ago is Giant Blokus. And a lot of people on websites like the Board Game Geek make fun of it because in its numbers it didn't sound that much bigger, but it was a lot more expensive. Blokus you can get for $20 to $30. Giant Blokus is more around $150 to $180. But I run this library game lab project, so I want things that are going to draw people over. So I ordered Giant Blokus, and I just got it. So I wanted to show you and give you an idea of how much bigger it really is. So here's the box.
Ooh, Giant Blokus.
Here's the board. Here's the first board in comparison. So it really is pretty giant. The pieces are also equally giant. So here's the new piece. Here's the old piece. So I supersized my Blokus, and I got some free fries and a drink with it too. So whatever you do with your gaming, the gameplay is exactly the same. The question is, do you want to draw people over and have something that's kind of exciting, or do you want something that still looks nice and is playable and you can carry it around without having to have a special handle just for the game? Anyway, that's enough of Scott Stuff, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Giant Blokus, Giant Blokus, Giant Blokus.